Until recently, the Final Fantasy series hasn't really been known for spin-offs. Final Fantasy X was the first entry in the series to get a direct follow-up with the glamtastic Final Fantasy X-2. And now Square Enix is giving an encore to the PlayStation 2's final Final Fantasy with Final Fantasy XII Revenant Wings for the Nintendo DS. Vaan and his crew of sky pirates return for the all-new adventure. The roster includes Penelo, Balthier, and Fran from the original game, along with several new faces. Along the way, you'll see characters both old and new, and receive help from the unlikeliest of allies. The story in Revenant Wings is much more lighthearted than its predecessor, unfolding in an episodic fashion in a series of short missions for maximum portability. Players can also return to previous missions if they choose, in order to help level up weaker units, or just stock up on resources and loot. Final Fantasy XII brought the series into the realm of real-time combat, with its unique gambit system, which allows players to issue commands to units on the fly. Revenant Wings takes things a step further by offering DS players true real-time strategy gameplay with the Final Fantasy XII spin. Using the stylus instead of a mouse, as in a traditional RTS, players can select single or even groups of troops and send them into combat at the touch of the stylus. Battles are waged on both small and large battlefields without any grids to worry about. Characters can roam around freely, securing spawn points and mining resources used to create your own weapons and items. Each fight has its own winning and losing conditions, which will determine your goals in battle. Some battles find you defending respawn crystals from enemy troops, while others require you to take down a gigantic boss or just reach a certain spot on the map without losing your main characters. Luckily, the controls are solid. You can switch between the battle and the battlefield map on your main screen using the shoulder buttons, and then use the stylus to fly to a specific spot on the map quickly. Replacing the license board from the original game is the new license ring, which allows you to unlock different monsters from each of the 4 elemental types to assist you on the battlefield. These monsters come in several varieties, from melee fighters and mages to wyverns and even chocobos. You summon the creatures from strategically positioned spawn points that you have to reclaim during battle. Being able to quickly replenish your troops can turn into a high priority when waves of enemy troops are marching towards your army. The art style, gameplay, and chapter-by-chapter story progression in the game may remind fans of Square's classic strategy RPG, Final Fantasy Tactics, making use of animated 2D sprites for the characters on detailed 3D maps seen from an overhead perspective. Unlike Tactics, however, battles are fought in real time and there's no pause feature, making these fights all the more urgent. With its attractive art style and some slick touchscreen controls, Final Fantasy XII Revenant Wings takes some of the best elements from its predecessor and combines them with some solid RTS gameplay coated in a sugary Final Fantasy frosting. We'll be back with a full review as soon as the game reaches our shores.